A farm system says a lot about a team's organization. If their farm system is really good, they produce really good high quality players. Those high quality players end up going to the majors and end up making the team great. Even though the minor league teams don't see the turnouts that the major leagues teams do, they still play a pivotal role in the whole organization. In this episode, our AA team goes for the Texas Championship. That is the same exact thing as World Series for AA. Our AAA team didn't make it to the playoffs, but our AA team did. Can we win it all in AA? So coming off a loss, I kind of wanted to show you how we are doing as a whole. September 3rd, we ended up losing to Detroit. It looks like Merrifield had 2 hits, raising his average to 346. Mondesi, 0 hits, but it's still a 350 average. Going down to our pitching, it looks like Bailey gave up 5 earned runs, which is huge. A blown save by Valdez, and Hicks pitching an inning and not able to get things going. Honestly, not able to get our offensive going. But the next game we do against Detroit, 19 hits on 8 runs. Nixon Zell was the player of the game with a home run and 3 RBIs. So starting out September pretty well. After making those call-ups, we start out 3-1 so far against Detroit, all the games against Detroit. But what this whole episode really is about is our AA and how good our AA is playing to be able to make it to their own postseason. Danny Duffy up next to pitch. Gonna pitch, and he's injured. It looks like a broken hand, which means he's out for about 1 to 2 months. We are gonna go put him on the IL. This is a problem because not only was he a starting pitcher in a rotation, and yes, the September call-ups are here, but we did not call up any starting pitching. We did not have any starting pitching help, so this is going to be an issue. Yes, we got the game. We got the win against Miami. They're 46-94, so we need to get those wins against these lesser opponents. But Duffy gets the win, gave up 2 earned runs out of 6 in a third inning. Looks like Hicks comes in with another save, so save number 12 for Hicks on the season. Doing really well, but the Duffy loss is big. Now we're going to have to figure out how to do it with our bullpen, so we send Jorge Lopez into our starting rotation. He was in the starting rotation before, so not a big change for him, but he was in there before and is in there now again. So we won the last game against Miami, and we win this one as well with 6 runs on 11 hits. Gonna sim the Bailey game, and we lose to Miami, so we win 2 of 3 from Miami before a little bit of a break. Looks like Merrifield had 3 hits on 4 bats, raising his average to 349. So he is inching up for that batting title. Still in the running for the batting title and best average in the AL. Going down on the statistics, going to the pitching, looks like Bailey gave up 4 earned runs and James gave up 3 earned runs. So those were the 7 earned runs we gave up to Miami. As I said, looking to make the playoffs right now, the wild card. Indians are 4 games out of the wild card race. The Rays and Red Sox right now are on the top of the wild card. I told you we would not probably be able to win the wild card if we had to. You can see at the bottom of the wild card the lower teams, but right now we are in first in our league. We are first in the AL Central. Other teams looking pretty good. 91 wins at the top of the AL wild card. Honestly, the lower teams I'm not really surprised about, except the Tigers. I didn't expect the Tigers to be 43-100. But anyways, we're going on to playing the White Sox now, and here comes our AA team starting the playoffs. They lose their first game 8-6, and this is a game out of 5. Looks like Gigliotti had 1 hit, Perez 1 hit, White had 2, Cuthbert 2, Nicky Lopez with 2 hits as well. Looks like he had a few RBIs. As far as the pitching goes, Rogers still struggling, 5 earned runs on that. Griffin giving up an earned run as well. So going over kind of what our awards look like, the MVP right now looks like it's going to JD Martinez. Cy Young looks like it's going to Chris Sale. We had that episode earlier of him and Brady Singer, so definitely both having a great year. Going over to the batting title, Whit Merrifield right now leads at a 349 average. Mike Trout right behind him at 347. And even Alberto Mondesi finally on the board at 341. Going over to reliever of the year, rookie of the year, Nick Gordon. We're hoping he wins that. He's hitting 295, 20 home runs, 69 RBIs, playing very, very good for us. As you can see, his attributes are flying up, and he signed that brand new contract this year. We're hoping to have him around for many years to come. So he's on top of the rookie of the year category. Nick Senzel down there in third has not had the greatest season as we thought he would have, but still having a good year as a rookie. Hank Aaron Award looks like it will probably be going to Trout. Going to the Gold Glove, it looks like Jose Quintana is actually in second place right now behind James Paxton for the Gold Glove. Going through the other Gold Glove candidates, not seeing any Royals until we get to the outfield, and Alex Gordon, of course, is in the running for the Gold Glove. He always is. He's won it the last 2 years. I expect him to win it this year as well. Silver Slugger, not any of us Silver Slugger awards going through this. Ryan O'Hearn is in second after Edwin Encarnacion. I don't expect him to win it because that's a really big gap. Second base, Silver Slugger, Whit Merrifield, a chance to win against Jose Altuve, but Altuve has 31 home runs and over 100 RBIs already, so I don't think he's going to win it. So those were going over kind of the awards right now and what it looks like it's going to turn out to be. I'm excited to see the Rookie of the Year award. Going over to our Double-A, I'm sorry I'm flying through these so quick. The Naturals get the win, 8-1 on 12 hits, only giving up 2 hits. Looks like Edwards with 2 hits and 2 RBIs, Cuthbert with 2 hits and 3 RBIs, so that helps us win the game. Obviously, the pitching was the thing in the game, giving up only 2 hits. Looks like Sanchez, Sixto Sanchez, one of our top prospects, gave up 1 earned run and 2 hits over 8 1/3 innings. So crazy, crazy, crazy. Only 4 strikeouts, which isn't bad for Double-A, but you know, it looks like going to our MLB, Jose Quintana pitches a complete game shutout for himself as well. So the pitching greatness must be in the Kool-Aid and the Kansas City area, because Jose Quintana comes out and shoots a shutout and gets the win in 9. Next game, the Naturals lose to Amarillo 12-1. So all of these games so far being complete blowouts. Looks like our pitching struggled, as Coar giving up 5 earned runs and basically a 3rd inning. So they're up 2-1 against us. We tie it up with the win there, 8-1. So again, all games being complete blowouts. Reason this game is big is because this tied it up at 2-2 in the series. So the next game for Double-A will decide who wins it all. And I'm simulating all Double-A games. I'm not playing them because that would not really be fair, because I'm going to be better with them than they are by themselves. So since they got there by themselves, we're going to allow them to play by themselves.
This game finishes 2-0 the final score. Kansas City jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Alex Reyes gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. Justin Verlander pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss.
A huge win against Houston there. Let's go on, see who wins it all. Naturals win it all. They have won the Texas League game 4-0. So congratulations to our Double-A guys, as they have won basically the World Series for them. And look who did it. Shane Baz, 9 shutout innings, complete game. I got to tell you what, Baz is looking very, very good, and I'm excited to see how soon he's called up to the majors. I know, talking to the owner of the Royals, that he is close, but we don't know exactly how close yet. So the next game against Houston, we end up losing 9-5. So not really scoring much. 11 hits, only 5 runs in. That's not very good. But noticing 15th inning, we gave up 5 runs and we only got 1 run back. So looks like it did go to extra innings. Looks like Bailey did pretty good, I guess. 3 earned runs on 6. James giving up another big loss and another big earned run average. So as I said earlier, the Naturals won their divisions in the Texas League North, and they ended up winning their quote-unquote World Series. They won it all for the Naturals. So awesome job by our Double-A teams. Triple-A did not make it to the playoffs. We have some players we might need to move around. Since all minor leagues are completely done, it is time to move people around. And so let's look at Evan White, down in AA, 22 years of age, 65 overall, hit 353, which is really good. But again, he was in AAA most of the year, and I don't know if we need to bring up another first baseman. Going over to the second baseman, Nicky Lopez, we're going to leave him alone because we don't really want to deal with Nicky Lopez using his year of eligibility, so we're not even going to do it. Third baseman, Alec Bohm, wondering if I think he should come up at this point. I'm not sure. Shortstops, not really going to move anybody. Left field, not really going to move anything because Gore is up there. I mean, he's not one of our best players, but he's there right now. Center fielders, I mean, it's hard. That's the problem, is it's hard to decide who we should be calling up, who should be left behind. But congratulations to the AA Naturals of our Kansas City organization for winning their championship, and hopefully soon we will have some guys from AA and AAA up to the majors for the September call-ups. If you guys like this episode, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Also feel free to hit that red subscribe button. Till next time, Slacker out.